Everybody, it's Carm again, back for part two. Had to split it in two parts. I'd forgotten to check the camera for the disk space. It had run out, so I have to remember to do that. But yeah, I'd shown some tunes the first time and some reads. So now I'll share some views. Just some things I've been watching, mostly in the evenings over the last month or so. Really getting into. I mentioned Twin Peaks, my Starstreams video. Getting into this through years of enjoying the soundtrack, and yeah, finally really delving into it after a very long time. Very much enjoying it. Yeah, this is the first season here. This set, I'm about 2/3 of the way through. So it's been a lot of fun. Kind of visiting what I had missed for the most part way back when. So it's been a lot of fun. Another one I've been getting into is kind of revisiting shows overall from childhood, from early to mid '80s. These kind of sort of campy sci-fi shows that really didn't last. They're on regular TV. They didn't last very long, maybe a season or even if they made it that far. But I always had an affection for them, and even at the time, they're kind of corny and campy. Automan. See, even the producers of Tron, you could see the obvious influence there. It's about a cop played by Desi Arnaz Jr., who's a computer expert and really kind of like the technical person of the police force, who invents a hologram to help him further solve crimes. Only the hologram, known as Automan, or Otto J-Man is another name he goes by, really takes on a life and personality of his own. So kind of adds and increasingly thickens the plots as they're solving crimes. Desi has to kind of watch over him as well as the actual criminals. But yeah, it's just fun. Just kind of fun, comical stuff, and very much of its time. And yeah, enjoying seeing it. And I remember it from way back when. Other shows I'd seen. So yeah, they still stay with you. Another show, I don't have it on disc, but been watching it online. It's called Misfits of Science. About these scientists who are kind of, they don't fit in with, established science. They have certain superpowers or certain idiosyncrasies that set them apart, but they kind of go, in crime solving and, in their own particular way, kind of bumbling through, but they always seem to make it. Among others, Dean Martin's son, Dean Martin Jr. is in it. Kevin Peter Hall, if you remember him, I think he played the monster from Predator, and Courtney Cox from Friends. They're all in there, early, starring in that early on. So yeah, just another fun one. Yeah, Misfits of Science, it's called. You can see it on I think the whole I think it only lasted one season, and it's all on YouTube. So it's fun stuff. I'm watching this. Sightings, Best of Sightings. Kind of like, some ways, kind of a 90s version of In Search of, in a way, for paranormal and kind of unsolved mysteries. Visions of murder, past lives, ghosts, hauntings, superstitions, UFO contact, all that sort of thing. So, very fun. Yeah, I think this ran in the early to mid 90s. Yeah, Sightings. Yep, hosted by Tim White. Got a couple feature movies here. Running Scared. Gregory Hines and Billy Crystal. I'd read an article on this it was not too long ago in the newspaper. It had been 35 years since this film had been made. 86, and it's mostly filmed and set in Chicago. And it was really neat seeing the landmarks and seeing various areas from that time. I'll have to watch it again in winter since it was set in winter. But it's one of those fun buddy cop movies. where they kind of want to go on one last crime, solving until they, before they eventually retire, down south. But yeah, go to the beach, open up their own. Well, I don't want to give away too much of it, but if you haven't seen it, but yeah, I feel like those kind of cop buddy movies. It's very fun, and of that time. Yeah, Gregory Hines and Billy Crystal, Running Scared. And finally, just watched this the other day. This is fun, and hadn't even known about this before coming across it. Dark Star, early John Carpenter film, pre-Halloween, with Dan O'Bannon. The ultimate cosmic comedy. I guess you could say this is kind of a very low budget cross, or maybe answer to both 2001 Space Odyssey and Doctor Strangelove in a way. Again, lower budget and different different approach, but it kind of reminds me of it seems like the influence of those films are in this one, at least the way I from what I could tell. Yeah, kind of a spoof, subtle spoof of the sci-fi space dramas of the time. But yeah, fun stuff. Dark Star, the spaced out spaceship, 1974. So yeah, I think that's it for these. Yeah, again, I had to do it in 2 parts, but yeah, wanted to share some various different mediums. I've been enjoying them for the season, really since some of these since spring, and yeah, maybe I'll want to try to do this at least once a season, just share these various things at once, and yeah, and this is what I had playing in the first video. Peter Moffat, keyboardist, 1987 on Novus, the Zoe song. I learned of this through Kyle, KJC Musique. Featured this quite a bit on this channel. And what's playing right now, if you could hear it, got it kind of low. Klaus Schoening, Arctic Light. Perfect for late July. The multi-instrumentalist. Keyboards, very stringed instruments. Hadn't heard him in a while. So, yeah. I'm going to share these, and we'll see what comes next. Hope your month is ending well, and everything is well. So from the director and I, till the next one, peace, love, and joy.